Hello friends, Mark and Teresa from Out of Office Camping. In this video, it's just a little fun project that basically I did. The GFC tends to get a lot of air noise, and so I thought I'll make a spoiler and put some Milwaukee PACKOUTs. Now this project is obviously dedicated towards our build, but you'll find a lot of things might come in handy for some of your builds, so if you want to follow along and see what we're up for, and how much fun I have with the first time bending this piece of aluminum, stay tuned. With that being said, I do want to make mention that the Milwaukee PACKOUTs are not designed or engineered or tested for rooftop applications externally. So with that disclaimer being said, this is for our purposes only. And at the end, I'm going to give you my thoughts on just how great they are in general for any kind of build out. You'll see a lot of Overland folks and camper folks using them for all different types of systems, so they come in really handy. So stay tuned and I'll share my thoughts at the end. Let's go ahead and get started and have some fun. Enjoy. So basically, one of the things right here, this would be where the air dam will go across, looking to basically take a piece of aluminum 5052, which is a bendable aluminum, put that in our bender. And what we have here is the Milwaukee PACKOUT plates. Now what I've done, I've just put these here just to kind of give a sense of where the hardware would come down. But I've basically taken these two and spaced them so that on the ends of the plates, the PACKOUTs, as you can see here, the hardware could go through and down. So basically the piece of aluminum will sit here and then it will just basically bend down. Now what I've come up with so far is basically looking to do probably like maybe 19 inches this way. So I have a little bit extra room. It's about 18.5 to the edges here. And then I'll basically do a bend down here, which basically should be about 6.5. And as you can see, you have the two PACKOUT plates. So this will just allow the top of the rack system to be a little bit more modular. A couple things also to point out that just to think about if you're putting any kind of racks on there, like this is the 3M clear tape, which is here, and I kind of made it long enough so that I could move this back or forth depending on how the system would be set up. So it allows me a little bit of flexibility. So you can see basically the two PACKOUT plates sitting up there, and this should help a lot with the air coming in underneath, which I hear a lot of turbulence back in here with the GFC. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing is we're going to go ahead and take some cardboard and cut it. I have some sheets. The aluminum that I have are 4x8 sheets. So basically 4 foot works out pretty good to this edge here. You know, it's not going to cover these sides, but it'll give me a starting point. So let's walk over and just kind of show you the cardboard that I'll be working with to start my template. So it's nice if you save a lot of cardboard boxes for just different things that can come in handy, or just go out and get yourself some paper or try to find some cardboard. This just happens to have 7 inches right here from here to here, which is great. So I'll leave that as the flap since that's already got a crease. And then I'll basically just come back 19 inches and get everything squared up and cut it all out, sit it up there and see what it looks like. Now because the roof does have a little bit of a curve on it up in there, I'll have to basically take the cardboard somewhere in here and basically try to match that line because it's not a straight edge. Okay, now that we have our piece of cardboard cut, we're just going to set it up here and just see what we're looking at. Now this is 7 inches, and as I had said, there's a curve in the middle. So somewhere in the middle here, I'll just have to shorten that, but this should actually be 6.5. And then I made it longer so that basically it could come forward or backwards. So the 19 inches is actually not too bad. So I'll just have to get this cut to the 6.5 and see exactly where we're at, because right now it's overhanging. But basically the 4 foot would sit like that. Then these plates would actually be what keep everything bolted down. So once 2 screws go into, or 4 screws in each one of these plates on these outers go down, that would actually then lock this piece of aluminum to the rack. So that's basically what we're looking at. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to size, and then we're gonna start figuring out what I have to do with the curve. So hopefully you got a kick out of all the process of creating this. Let me go ahead and take the time to do a little recap on what we have here. So basically the first thing is using 1/8 or 0.125 aluminum, which is 5052, which is bendable. Now this aluminum, I've gone ahead and put it in the bender, which you saw. Now with finishing, I just used some like door edge, plastic door edging to trim it out on this edge to give it a little bit more finished look. This will actually be set up with vinyl in order to match the truck. As you saw too, or maybe you could kind of see, I think it was in the video, basically we took the Thule with the Canyon rack. It came with different types of hardware in order to attach the Canyon rack to whatever bars you had. So what I did is I had some of the extra ones there, and I basically went ahead and used those and bolted upward, which you saw in the video. And what was cool is the PACKOUT plates worked out perfectly as to the hardware on the top side was not affected. And then I went ahead and used Nylex and flat washers. So that hardware goes up and is bolted, which you saw, and then have the bolts coming down, which you can kind of see in there, with the flat washers. And those are also they're stainless steel with the Nylex on those. And there's plenty of points, these plates here, and I'll go ahead and pull a box and you'll see that footage. There's plenty of spots there, which is really great. The other thing, for safety purposes, since they basically unhook right here, right up in there, and I'll go ahead and pull those boxes off so you can see that. But while we travel, I also put on a soft strap for safety, which basically just has attached to the hardware the little hooks on the bottom. So in the event, for some reason, this box fails or the plate comes off, that safety attached to the hardware of this plate here, which is not going to come off unless the rack comes off, will basically just, the box itself will come flying off, be attached to the vehicle, and could only damage the vehicle and no other vehicle. But with the plate design, which, seeing the mounting plates, It's almost impossible. But once again, Milwaukee does not have any kind of information whatsoever. They've not tested these, but I just think that the Milwaukee PACKOUTs is a very versatile system. There's so many different sizes you can get. These are the largest, very universal. What's also really cool is they have the spots right here, which you can basically do straps. So if I really wanted to, you know, I felt comfortable with this plate, I could actually do straps through these and go over top the boxes to the other side. So there's really, the possibilities are just endless. But also I could carry like a soft luggage. I could carry anything. I could put Max Tracks up there. There's so many different aftermarket components that are available on Etsy, Amazon. So, you know, you can put drinks, you can put coolers with their plate system, just endless opportunities. And what's really nice is a lot of people are utilizing the PACKOUTs, especially like some of the ones that have the drawer system for tools. They're great for organizing. So it's a very affordable solution for if you're building out your camper, RV, overland rig, to have these boxes that are modular. And with these plate designs, you know, they can go anywhere. They can be you can hang them vertically or horizontal. You know, right now with them, the way they're sitting now, they can handle up to 100 pounds of weight load. If it was mounted on a wall, it can only supposedly handle 50 pounds. So lots of options there. So with that being said, I hope you found this video fun. We had a good time. Once again, this is just for our applications, and we just felt that with the modular system, it was one of the most versatile systems, being that we've built a purpose-built adventure rig. So there you have it. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again. Check out all our information in the description below. As for our links for our different affiliate members. All right. We'll see you out there soon. Thanks again.